love. And I'd like to insert God. God believes the best about others despite their behavior. We get the opportunity to model excellence in love by our yieldedness to the Spirit of God, all right, by our yieldedness to the love of God, by our yieldedness and our obedience to keep the commandment of love. I'm thinking about it, this testimony just dropped in my spirit. And I was thinking about it all this morning. Even when I was a baby Christian, just walking, we used to run groups. And this one particular, she's very, very angry. If it doesn't look like myself, call me a name that I don't line up with. And so there was an opportunity for me to be offended, right? Be offended, and plus it was a kid. But yeah, to be offended, but something catastrophic happened. And I had to sit with the gentleman for maybe almost 6 months almost, all right? So this is love in operation. This is baby Christian in love operation. So imagine for 6 months, maybe I might have the time, right? But just sitting with this person, can't get up for himself, can't go to the bathroom, can't eat for himself. You gotta, make sure put the food to the mouth and everything. And it was just the opportunity to show the love of God as a baby Christian. And I'm still getting there. I'm still getting there. And that was one of the most humbling opportunities, right? To show the love of God, to have empathy, to show love, despite what I saw, all right? I saw God in, the potential that God saved him, number one, from that situation. But his situation is that he needed somebody at that time, at maybe one of the lowest times in his life, and I had the opportunity to be there to show Christ's love.
Love is not rude. How many of you experienced some rude people recently? And how many of you, won't ask you to raise your hands, how many of you were rude? Well, this will be a great message for you today. What does the word rude mean? It means discourteous. It means being unkind. It means not being polite. It means not walking in love. The antonym of rude is polite. Consideration. To be courteous. To be gracious. To be thoughtful. To be respectful. I got one more. This morning when I was waking up, before I got up, I'm just, going over my notes and this and that. And I heard the Holy Spirit say, nice. He wants his people to be nice. We have got to put action to the love of God that's been shed abroad in our hearts. Why? Because Jesus said this is John 13:35, the Living Bible, he says, your strong love for each other will prove to the world that you are my disciples. Don't, I know you feel the same way, and I feel this way. I don't want anybody to ever say, because of my actions, if that's a Christian, I don't want to be a Christian. I want my love to be strong for others. I want to do good deeds. I want to put action to this love that I say is on the inside of me. It's going to have to be intentionally that you follow after love. Some days you're just not going to want to. And some days you're going to come up to number one world hater. There's haters out there. And they are not getting up every day to do good. You're going to meet them on the road. Going to meet them at the mall. Kids may meet them at school. You're going to meet them on your job. You're going to meet some haters along the way. So you're going to have to follow after love hotly and intensely, pursuing the behavior of love. If you want God's best, you have to be willing to sacrifice, and you have to be obedient to sacrifice. It's not me first. It's not scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. No, it's allowing the love of God to flow through you so you can be a blessing to somebody else. And he says whatever you sow is what you're going to reap in return.
Seeds of greatness, seeds of greatness, seeds of greatness, seeds of greatness in you.